Hi Mimi, how are you?
Hey, I'm so good, thank you. How are you?
I'm honestly so excited to be chatting with you. It's kind of a funny story how I discovered your music. So I was at a Sony music showcase in New Zealand and there were a couple of acts playing, and in between, one of your songs came on. And I was like, what is this song? It's so freaking good. So I Shazammed it. And then I went home and I literally just listened to all of your songs on repeat for an entire week.
Thank you so much. I love that. That story is so cool.
Five songs, and all five of them I absolutely love. Like, it's not often that you have an artist where it's just like every single song is just like banger after banger after banger.
Thank you so much. Oh no, that means the world. Yeah, it's been so crazy. I've got 5 songs, but I do feel like I've got like 10 out already. But yeah, it's been kind of very like just like super everything's going, it's been quite like a fast paced journey right now and just kind of good with that and dumb love and Dumb Love's been out for a week and it's just, the reaction has been insane. So yeah, it's just so fun as well, just always being able to release something new and just like it's kind of like the unknown of like what's gonna happen. So yeah, super
Totally.
fun.
And you almost made it into the top 10. I was watching your Instagram and I was just like, come on, it's got to happen. Number
Yeah,
12, though, that's still amazing.
yeah, no, exactly. Like I said as well to like the team, I was like, guys, like, I'm happy to like, get our top 20 this year and then we can really push for next week for top 10. And it's nice to kind of have the progress in the story as well. But not in a million years did I think it would even get in the top 20 on its first week. Like I was just like crazy. Like it's so surreal.
That was so good. Talk to me about the inspiration behind Dumb Love, because your previous work was all kind of like breakup anthems, great if you're going through a sad moment in life, like just picks you up. But this one has a slightly different twist to it.
So this is like kind of a like there's like a more sort of happier vibe to it. I think it's just definitely more about that kind of first love feeling or that new exciting feeling you get when you just kind of met someone new and it's like that dumb love. So yeah, it's definitely got that more like happier, like enjoying love feeling than good with that's got that bit more sass and it's like I'm so good with that. Like, no more to you. But yeah, Dumb Love is definitely more kind of like that passion, and I'm kind of singing my heart out about that passion and that kind of new chapter feeling in love.
It's a beautiful feeling.
And you've encapsulated that feeling so well
And
through
you've
the song. But I
encapsulated
also
that
love the
feeling so
video.
well
Talk
through
to
the
me
song. But I also
about
love the
the
video.
concept for
Talk
the
to me
video and how
about
that
the
idea came to
concept for
life.
the.
That was just very like, I didn't because there's so many different ways you can go with these sort of songs, and you can really kind of do this emotional. I could have really got emotional and done this big video, which I love, but I kind of with this I wanted to kind of show a side to it where actually like I wanted a video where these things actually do happen in real life, so people could really relate. And I just felt like with weddings, there's always something that goes on. There's always like a bit of drama, or there's some like awkward kind of situation. You've just kind of met someone that's like you've known for years, or you've had like a love history with. So that was like what the whole kind of video was like paced around, I guess, like storyboard around. Um, so yeah, so I was just super kind of like, right, let's have fun with it. Let's make it something realistic people can relate with, and let's also really show that story that the guy that I used to date is right here, and it's this the vibe is still there.
That's always an interesting situation when that happens, because it's like, they're not necessarily good, but at the same time, it's like there's always just that thing.
Yeah,
Whatever it is.
100%. Yeah, exactly. And it's just so it was just so nice to have all the cast, and I've never done a video with like that many people before. It was just super nice, and yeah, like everyone was just so cool, and there was a lot of really nice little acting parts we could do. And it was just so fun to be able to kind of do that within the video. It's definitely like a level up from what I've been doing, just because there's so many different aspects in it, like the acting part. So yeah, so it was nice to kind of be like, right, let's just put it all into this video.
So fun. In terms of collaborations, you haven't done any collaborations yet, and obviously, like being a new artist, you want to establish yourself and find your groove, and then maybe the collaborations will come in time. Is there anyone who you would collaborate with?
I literally like can never. I would probably love everyone. Like I'm so bad at like food, like picking things out. But Adele would just be incredible because I know that getting her on a like collaboration would be crazy. So yeah, so Adele would be amazing. Sam Smith, Calvin Harris. I'd love to do a collab with Calvin, and then who else? I think it's just gonna. I think it'll be something that I would want it to be epic, like just like epic, and all like everyone will be like, "Oh my god, this is actually like this. This actually makes sense." I think that's like the biggest part about collaborations for me. As a fan of other artists, I've always been very kind of like, I always want to kind of know the story behind that collaboration, and kind of I want to hear the match kind of made. Like I want to make sure it matches. So yes, I think for my collaboration, I'll definitely be very like what what actually feels that it will work and what makes sense to the fans, I guess.
Totally. I love the idea of you working with someone like Calvin Harris or Marshmello or someone like that who make these songs that still are very emotive, but also they're so much fun. I call them the cry dance songs.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Just give it a little spice.
Yeah, mix it up a little. Also, congratulations, you just sold out your first tour. That must be a pretty wild feeling.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, like I could not believe the reaction I woke up to when it went on sale, like general sale. I was like, what is going on? So I'm just so excited to get on tour and just to like see everyone. And even to say like I'm going on tour, that's crazy. Like I can't even process that. I'm like, hang on a minute, I'm going on tour. Like this is the dream.
So good. I am going to play your music so much in New Zealand that everybody learns about you and knows who you are, but you got to promise me, will you come to New Zealand and do a show when it's safe for you to do
Yes,
so?
100%. I'm so down. One of my best friends is like out there at the moment, so I'm like super excited to go out there. I've never been before, so yeah, I'm super down. Like that'd be incredible.
Is there anywhere that you're super excited to visit after the whole pandemic kind of dies down and we're able to travel again?
I think I'm really excited to go back to LA. I haven't been there for a really long time, so I'm excited to get out there to do like some really, get some writing done. But yeah, I think just everywhere. I'm like super excited just to like travel everywhere and kind of like really get into it. Where like artists go around and they kind of do the whole promo stuff, and you can actually kind of get out and travel. So yeah, I think I'm super excited to do that. Right now, I'm just kind of like, the sun's not too bad in the UK, so it's not too bad. It's quite good weather at the moment. So yeah, so just trying to get the vibes going.
Get the vibes going. And I feel so bad for you guys because you've been stuck in lockdown for such a long time and probably everyone's talking to you about that. So we don't need to talk about it. But I watched an interview where you were talking about LA and I was just like, yes, LA's such a vibe.
Yeah, literally, like we're finally kind of out of lockdown and like things are starting to open up, which is so good. But like Christmas time, like just at the start of the year, like it was so scary. We kind of went into 2021 just not really not sure what was going to happen. And obviously LA opened up at the start of the year, like I don't know, maybe it was in March, it started to get going. So then I was kind of sitting here like, oh gosh, get me out there.
Get me on the next flight, please.
I absolutely love the stripped version of Good Without. Is that something that you would release on streaming platforms? Like, I watch the YouTube video all the time. I'm sure I've probably put a good million views on that video.
Oh no, thank you so much. Yeah, so Good Without, we got that on YouTube and just kind of put the video out. But yeah, definitely I'd love to get that down, like out on Spotify and all the streaming platforms, that's the one. So yeah, so I'd love to do that. That'd be so fun. And I think we're just, trying to figure out how we kind of want to do that and like what, instrumentation and kind of what content we want to do around that. But yeah, that would be so fun.
Hell yeah. And the video is so cool. Like, that room with all the trees and then there's the lightning in the background. I'm just like, this is moody AF.
Yeah, oh well, that was so cool when we got that going. I was like, guys, this is making the video.
One thing I like to ask everybody I talk to, who would you say is an up-and-coming artist that you're listening to at the moment that everybody should check out?
I'm so obsessed with like Olivia Rodrigo, Tate McRae. Like I know they're actually smashing it now. They are superstars. But yeah, like I think with Tate, I kind of grew listening to her in the pandemic, so I feel very much part of her kind of growth, I guess, because I feel like in the pandemic, when You Broke Me First came out, she just smashed it. So yeah, so I'd say she was like an up and coming, obviously superstar now, but at the time in the pandemic, I was just obsessed with her journey and like watching her on TikTok and everything. So yes, that was like one of my favorites.
You're an OG stan of Tate McRae. I love it. There's an artist in New Zealand called Cassie Henderson who's also signed through Sony Music. If you need an artist to check out, go and check out some of her music. She's amazing.
I have to, yeah. I need to get into some more, like just listening to some new stuff, so I'll definitely check that out.
Thank you so much for your time. It's honestly been so great chatting, and cannot wait for you to come visit us in New Zealand. And once again, congrats on all the success. You are an icon.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
We had that